Welcome to the KayaCast, the podcast for cannabis businesses looking to launch, grow, and scale their operations.
Thank you so much for tuning into this season of KayaCast. I had so much fun this season. I am so grateful for being in the position to talk to so many really amazing people doing amazing things, and I've learned a lot. I am always fascinated by finding new clever ways of doing things that I never thought before. And in this season, 2025, I came across DynaVap. We had George on the pod, and if you haven't listened to the episode, and if you're an entrepreneur and you want to get a glimpse into another entrepreneur's journey, check that episode out. He talks through the early struggles of starting his business, which is the prototypical entrepreneurship journey, where there are just so many hurdles and so many problems that you have to solve. And these early problems early on are things that can make or break the business. And early, when you're first starting your business, I always say this, you're in the survival mode of your company. And as a founder, it's your job to get through these hurdles. And businesses that don't make it out of this stage it falls upon the entrepreneur. They've come across an issue that they couldn't push through, or they've taken unnecessary risk early on that just wiped out the business. And it's your job to get through this stage to hit the scale up stage or the product market fit stage, where issues that would have wiped you out are no longer that threatening. So check out the episode, but I came across DynaVap, which is a clever way of consuming. And when I got my hands on this product, it has just changed the way that I've consumed. I no longer roll up joints where you're directly burning the cannabis, and it's just it's unhealthy. Cannabis itself is great for you, but inhaling in direct smoke, it's probably not that good. So when I came across DynaVap, it has completely changed the way I consume. So probably one of the highlights of 2025 and it directly impacted my life. And they're not a sponsor of this pod. It's just, I love highlighting companies that are freaking cool. And there's no wonder that they're successful. And I think that everybody should know about this. They should be a $1 billion business. Why are they not? Check out his story. It's prototypical of what an entrepreneur goes through. And I want to have more of these stories on the pod just to build out a connection between you guys and other entrepreneurs, because it could be a very lonely road. And it's great, especially if you don't have partners in the game, to see that others are going through the exact same struggles. And there's a bond to that. 2025 has been such an amazing year. And I said it before, I am very, very grateful for being in a position to bring on people that I probably would never meet outside of the pod, hearing their story, learning about their expertise, and sharing a piece of information that hopefully would help you guys in your struggles and your journey as well. So I'm really, really grateful for being in this position and talking to so many amazing people. In 2026, I want to do more solo episodes. Now, that was the thought process or the goal in 2025, which I failed miserably on. I did not have the time or the capacity. I didn't create the time or capacity to do solo episodes. And I think it's important because there are so many, the world is changing so fast. Technology it's changing faster than I've ever seen. Breakthroughs are happening on a weekly basis, and that's going to accelerate in 2026. So in 2026, I want to just talk through about what we're doing in the business, how we're incorporating agentic workflows and new technologies to scale our operations, because I think that's really important. So expect more. If I can, I will free up time, and I'll have a lot more solo episodes and to dive deep on what are some of the things that we're doing to help scale our business, and some of the things that I think you guys, our listeners, should incorporate in your business and give you guys insights on the forefront of technology. I think that's useful. If you have any topics, areas in the industry that you want more insights in, please drop a comment to an episode or reach out to us directly. I would love to hear from you guys. What do you want to learn more of? What are the guests, the topics that you want to hear from? Please let me know. That'd be great. I want to thank you for your continued support in this pod. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much for listening. We are taking a break for the holidays, and we'll be back in mid-January 2026 for a new season. So this is the last episode for the holidays. We're going to take a few weeks, and we'll be back in the new year for the new season. Thank you guys so much for listening. Until I see you guys again, take care.
Thanks for listening to the KayaCast podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast in your favorite podcast app or visit our website to access the full archive of episodes from the show.